Hello and welcome to TED Talks. I am Ted Davies. It's been a couple weeks. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We got some big announcements today that are happening in Ted Davies Artistry World, and I want to welcome everybody here. I'll get to the comments in a second. I have much respect for what's in my coffee cup. This is espresso. This is from Indian River Roasting Company, and let's watch their promo. We'll be right back in a second. Here at Ted Davies Artistry, we take coffee seriously. And so does our sponsor, Indian River Roasting Company. It's fair trade, organic, and they're artisans just like me. The only difference is I use watercolor and ink and they use coffee beans. And I enjoy it all through my day. So do yourself a favor, go to the description when you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Find Indian River Roasting Company's website. Use the promo code CaffeinateTed2021 and save 10% on your purchase. Yeah, use that promo code CaffeinateTed2021 and that will save you 10% when you get your caffeine on when you go to IndianRiverRoastingCompany.com, which you can check out in the description. They are awesome. They're organic, they're a fair trade, and they are willing to get you caffeinated for a good price. So I also want to talk about Cashman's Comics and what he's doing in Bay City. Cashman's is a staple, so check out everything they're doing. Hold on one second.
And every day I wake up feeling the same way now. Need to find something to believe. Every night the dreams we make, they're haunting my head now.
Yeah, check out everything that John's doing down in Bay City at Cashman's Comics. Say hi to Petey the dog when you go down there. Tell him Ted Talks sent you. We'll tell John that. Petey probably doesn't care, but they are awesome. They sell all my work from Grim 101 to all the Retrieve series and Albino Zulu as well. But they've got a ton of different things, whether you're a novice collector or a seasoned collector like myself. Check out everything he's doing on CashmanComics.com, and he can ship nationwide for you. So check that out. We're also proud affiliates, of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Check out everything that we're doing on this channel. Tuesdays are pretty crazy. But we are going to, I think Brian's on tonight with Clever Title Pending, and we will talk a little bit more about that. I think that some things are changing with that in the future with the Dastardly Dingoes, but Tuesdays are awesome. Check out everything we're doing. And we're doing, we are doing a Truth Mongers tomorrow night, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard with Glenn B. Fleming, who's in the house today. Hello, Glenn. And we are going to be talking about Jack Kirby and the consciousness. We think that possibly Jack Kirby might have been probably plugged into the source a little bit. Some of the writings and things that he did were very, very true to today's world. So interesting stuff. We're going to talk a little bit more about that for all you comic geeks out there like us. Check out what we're doing with the Jack Kirby consciousness tomorrow. I think you guys are going to dig it. So. But in any case, check everything else out that we're doing in the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. 7 days a week, entertainment and education. And we are a group of creatives that help creatives build their business. There is going to be some schedule changes, and I'm going to go over that in a minute here in the near future. And we will have to redo this card, but it'll be awesome, I promise you, and you guys will enjoy it. Okay, so here we are. Let me get to the comments. I want to say good morning to everybody. Let's see. Pop Culture Avenger Paul, good to see you. Always good talking with you all the time. Donna, Carl, of course, you guys are family. You know that. Skunk Rocker, hope everything's going well, man. Nobody's yanking your tail here today. That's for sure, I hope. Let's see what else we got here. We got Carl. Everybody's here. Good morning. Everybody's saying good morning. Glenn, hello again from across the pond. Okay, so, and I'll get back to the comments in a few minutes here. I'm going to kind of hop around a bit, so bear with me. A lot to cover today. What's up for Ted Davies Artistry? What's going on? Well, first off, we had this trip planned. For those who don't know, my book Retrieve, the Retrieve series, which we're going to talk a little bit more about that today. It has been since June of last year. We have been working with Craig Hall out in California. He is a producer, and he has been kind enough to call us after he purchased the books and wanted a script adaptation of the book idea, the book series. And we've been working, Chris, obviously I say we, but I've been working with Craig for, well, it's been over a year now. We've been working back and forth, getting fine tuning the rundown of the book, and an adaptation that respects the book's ideas, but stretches that envelope a bit of how what the capabilities of the story are. And I don't think there's anybody else that could have done it better than Craig. He's a master. He's been doing this 30 years. There's a reason why he's so successful, and he's remarkable. In any case, Christine and I set up we facilitated a trip out there because we knew that we wanted to meet with certain executives, and Craig correlated everything so that we could do that. So, but it was business and it was pleasure. I mean, there were certain things that we did out there when we got there. There were certain things I wanted to do in California, obviously, like all of us want to do, but mine might have been a little bit different. I wanted to go to, the coastline, everything else. I wanted to show Christine all these great things and everything. But I also wanted to go to the cemeteries. I wanted to see I want to see some of these people that I've idolized over the course of my life with my family, watching old movies and that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of, I want to give you just a taste of what it was like being there. So, and I want to see if you guys know or maybe remember any of these names. So I'm going to play a small video for you, a couple minutes, probably about 5 minutes. Indulge me for a couple minutes, and then we'll announce what I've got to tell you. So let me put this up on the screen. See you in a minute. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a idea of why I went there. I know it sounds corny, but I really wanted to see and pay my respects to a lot of the actors that and some of the writers that I really admired. And that was only part of the trip. We've got I've got other when I go back, I'm going to be doing some other tours, if you want to call it that. But in any case, I just want to share that with you. I know it's a little bit long, but I want to at least give you an idea of the magnitude of what we've all watched and what we've all read and all we've experienced with these people and their talents. It's kind of mind blowing. And when you go there, and you're around and you're surrounded by amazing, this is their final resting place, but it's an amazing menagerie of people, that of our lives and how they're shaped. So hopefully you guys, appreciate that. I hope you do. I know it's a little weird and it's a little bit morbid, but I think it's important that we do that. And then we give them a nod, of my, at least my appreciation. Oh, Christine and I, that's what we enjoy it. So, hopefully that gives you a little bit of, now that's not the only thing we did out there. So, and I'm going to show you some really great pictures of the ocean and all that fun stuff. But let's get down to it. So the announcement that I was talking about last week when I came out here, or when I was coming back here from California, was, drum roll, please. And I've got this actually. I've got a piece of paper here. I have to read verbatim because of the certain things we can't really discuss certain things. But my book Retrieve, with help from Craig Hall and his adaptation, is in development for a live action production of the book Retrieve with Film Pool production company in Burbank, California. We are currently working on the adaptation with, again, continue on with the adaptation with the screenwriter and producer Craig Hall on a complete adaptation. And it's a big thing. I'm still kind of in shock about all of it. But having a development, yeah. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's overwhelming to have your book going from literally your mind to a comic book to adaptation with a producer in California to now into a development deal production with Film Pool has just been fantastic. So I can't get into the numbers and all that other stuff right now, but there's development is a huge thing for any creator. But we're over the moon. Chris and I are, and I know Craig was very, he was just blown away by the whole concept. When we went in, it was very well received. I want to give shouts out to, obviously to Craig, to Christine for everything that she puts up with and what she deals with me as a creative. I want to thank Damien Walburn that did an amazing job on the Archimedes figure, which I think was the pin that tagged everything together. It really brought the whole merchandising idea and with the books and the concept of what Retrieve is all about. If you guys don't know about Retrieve, look back on some of my old videos. A lot of my interviews, we talk about the Retrieve and the basis of it. I want to also express this greatly, that these are limited now. And I do have them up for sale on my website, teddaviesartistry.com. They are the first production with my imprint on them. So I would suggest, if you guys are looking for a collector's piece, because I know since it's in development, things are going to be changing on them. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening, and I don't know about the merchandising in the future or the legalities to it. So I suggest that you guys please look at investing in getting those. I don't know what the price point is. I think they're around $5, if I'm not mistaken, and they're shipping and handling. I will ship them accordingly across the globe, but everybody will have to figure out their shipping. It's $5 for the product, but then we'll have to figure out what the shipping is, as you guys understand that, I'm sure. How is this going to change everything on Ted Davies Artistry? There's a couple of things that are going to change. I'm going to be working on, and I have been working on a lot of things for the completion of the Retrieve series. There's 5 books in the series. All of them are written. Not all of them are done with artwork yet. And we thank you guys for everybody that's congratulating me, and that thank you. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are, the fan base is huge. You guys always have been so supportive with my work and believing in what I can do, even when I didn't believe it. And I appreciate you guys greatly. You do not do anything in life without other people. I don't care what you say about it. The guy that made this shirt, I don't know who it is, but I thank him. You know what I mean? You do things in life without even knowing how people affect your life. I am lucky enough to know who my fans are and who I appreciate that have gotten me to the point where we're being able to achieve some major dreams here. Not just for me, but for a lot of people. Okay. If you could like and share this, that would be great. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that's my next venture here. I'm going to be talking about how is this going to change Ted Davies Artistry. Well, first thing is that I'm going to be stepping back a bit. We're having a season finale of TED Talks Timepieces on Thursday, which is going to be kind of, I'm going to actually, that'll be the end of an era with the timepieces. So Thursdays are going to be I'm actually getting back into my routine of writing and producing more content. I need to do that for my own sanity, for one, and also for my own production of the Retrieve and my other books, Grimm 101, Book 2, and so forth. That's going to be changing. So and I'll get back to the comments. I appreciate it, guys. I just don't want to get through this a little bit on the announcement and all this stuff. Broadcastings will change. I talked about TED Talks is still going to be on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. We're going to be doing a full gamut of things, interviews again. Still, I'm going to be doing some reviews too on other books because we've gotten a lot of books in by independents that I really want to just share with you, and hopefully it will promote them because that's what we do here. We promote other people, not just myself. The Truth Mongers is still going to be on Wednesdays at 7. I know Glenn and I were talking about that. We're very excited about that. And in the interim, if I'm not available, if I'm actually traveling or doing whatever I need to for the development of the Retrieve, I will be asking for guest hosts to step up. Of course, you guys will be vetted, which I'm sure I have a list of people who I want on to guest host with Glenn. And Glenn might be busy too, so we might have to have 2 different guest hosts. But Truth Mongers is going to continue, and there's going to be some really captivating stuff that's going to be coming out in the future. And that's going to be pretty much every week, every 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes during the holidays. Glenn and I are kind of open for that. Ted and Carl's Cigar Show is still going to continue once a month. We're still going to be bringing you just a conversation between a few of us, including Donna every once in a while, about our enjoyment with cigars. But even that is going to taper off a bit, I think, after Christmas. I know we're going to be doing a Halloween show, Thanksgiving show, and a Christmas show, and that's going to be fun. I know we're doing one not this Thursday, but a week from Thursday. We're going to be, I'll put that up on this channel so you guys can see that. And then, of course, Drinking with the Davies is continuing. In fact, we're going to be doing, once we get into November, it'll be every week during the course of the holidays and that. We might take a little hiatus in January, depending, again, on a lot of what's happening with development with the book and all that. So I ask for your patience during this, but I want you guys to understand the journey of what we're doing, because it is you guys too. It's not just me. And this is my next step. When we were out in California, Craig and I, he knows my passion for wanting people to, I want to help people get to that next level. I don't want people to sit around their coffee table and they've got a story and they don't tell anybody about it and they don't get it produced because a publisher hasn't asked them to publish it. I want you guys to be able to get your ideas into script format. And that was something that Craig and I were both passionate about. we are going to be launching a new podcast series starting November 5th. And we're working on the intro right now. This is actually not the complete intro. We're still working on that, but I'm going to show it to you in a second. And it is going to be called From the Trenches of Hollywood. And it is an idea from a producer's background. Obviously, with me co-hosting, Craig Hall is going to be guest or co-hosting with me, and we are going to be talking about how to get your book into script or how to get your stories down into script. We're also going to have a group of people that are from the industry, maybe some well-known, maybe some not, and that's a big part of this industry too, of how to really know the gatekeeping, know how to network. There's a lot of things that happen in this industry, and you know what? A lot of movies don't get made, but they get optioned and they get developed, and there's a lot of money in that too. So I want you to check it out. It's a 10 episode. We're going to be running it through November 5th until Christmas, and I really want you guys to really check it out, because I think that you guys are, as a whole, whether you're watching this live or not, are going to get something out of it as writers, as creators, and seeing the inside scoop of what's happening and what happens in Hollywood on the writing forefront and what happens. So give me 1 second. I'm going to show you this intro. And like I said, I'm changing the lettering a bit. I know, Craig, it's a little bit hard to read for me. It might be okay for you guys, but I'm older now. So I'm probably going to put some white lettering on there. But hey, Lisa, I wanted to say good morning to everybody too. Jody McPhee, we got everybody on here today. This is crazy. Thank you guys for checking out what we're doing. If you just missed it, Lisa, I just announced it. You can go back a little bit and hear it again. I don't want to bore everybody with, and I'm not. One of the things too, guys, I don't want it to be bragging. I'm proud of what I've accomplished, but it wasn't just me accomplishing it. Christine had everything to do with it. Craig Hall had everything to do with it. You guys had everything to do with it. And I don't take it lightly. And this is a big journey. I mean, we're on the road. Doesn't mean that we're not still shifting gears and breaking in the curves and all of that stuff. I told my son this, and I told my daughter this, celebrate every victory that you have, no matter how small or how large. Celebrate it and enjoy it, and make sure that you enjoy it with other people so that they can be part of it. There's so many, hi Chad, how you doing? There's so many different avenues that this story can go, and I'm anxious to see what is going to develop from it. And the journey is it. I mean, I know there's sometimes pitfalls to it all. And there's some major mountains to climb, but the view is really nice from up there on that peak. So, and I want to make sure that you guys are climbing with me and learning something from this experience, because it's important. It's important that you guys get your stories out, and that you're part of it, and you're helping somebody else out too. Big time. Have an attitude of gratitude, but also have empathy for other people. Bring as many people as you can with you. I can't stress that enough. And that's really my motto. No envy, no fear, but also take people with you. Get as many people as you can on the journey with you. Subscriptions. I would love for anybody who's listening to this, please subscribe to Ted Davies Artistry. We're going to be doing on YouTube. We got a ton of stuff that's going to be happening here with this new From the Trenches of Hollywood. And I need as many people on their eyes on this as possible, because I think that one, it's going to help a lot of different things with production, production for the book and the development. Also, when it's being shopped for bigger venues, Film Pool is fantastic. But I know that there's going to be other bigger entities that would like a piece of this pie. And from my heartfelt asking, I would love for you guys, and I'm not begging, but subscribe to my channel. It would make a world of difference for me and Christine and the rest of everybody else that's going to be on this channel. And, obviously we're going to spread the wealth too. We'll make sure that all of your subscriptions do not go on deaf ears. We'll make sure that it gets spread around. If we can show other people's YouTube channels on this, and I can show other people's venues of what they're doing on their YouTube channel, I will. And that's what it's all about. It's about following each other, subscribing to each other, and developing this core tribe that we've been trying to do. And that's what Rising Tide's about as well. And that's why we're affiliated with them. I know I'm rambling. Damien, you were not the guinea pig at all. I'm sorry, I read that incorrectly. I thought you meant for the other thing, for the Archimedes, but I will. Okay, you got it, man. No problem. We'll do that. But Damien, check out everything he's doing as well, because the stuff that he's creating is fantastic. I mean, it's out of mind to reality, and it's incredible. It's incredible to have a Archimedes figure that 2 years ago, or 6 years ago, I thought of and developed, and now it's in hand. And a week ago, it was on a desk of a major film production team, and showing what you can do, and what ideas I have, what crazy ideas I have. This is it. This is what dreams are made of. And if I can't tell you guys about it and be a little bit emotional about it, I don't think it's worth having the channel. If you guys have any questions, I can't talk money in that, or any of that type of stuff, but I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you've got, or if there's any other thing. I really want to show you some of the pictures of our trip. Okay, cool. All right. Chad says, hey, if I need someone to cover y'all on Drinking with the Davies. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll take you up on that. I've got a few people. Actually, this week is we're doing the Pink Squirrel, and we've got our first guest hosts, the Twisted Twins. We got Aaron DeBeck and Kristen Chewinski. Fantastic. Also, I want to say hi to Lumpy, by the way. I know you stopped in. I don't know if you're still here. They're going to be on Friday, and it's going to be awesome. I love these two girls. Or these women. They are just fantastic. Their family. They've sold my artwork for years. They are just a fantastic, dynamic duo. And you guys are, if you like tats, you're going to like them. They're awesome. And they are so creative. I've learned so much from these two. As an artist, promotion, they are amazing promoters. They are really something. I would love to do. I would love to see them grow and grow and grow. And you guys on YouTube and anything, but you guys need to check that out Friday, because I know Christine is going to be co-hosting with them. I'm going to be kind of in the background a little bit, but they are awesome. Check out what they're doing. And Damien, I'm honored too, man. I'm humbled that you even wanted to take on this crazy idea with me. Hey Josh, how you doing, man? Like I said, I just announced everything. So if you guys go back in this video, they'll give you an idea of what is happening with Ted Davies artistry and my book Retrieve. Again, these are going to be these are up for sale right now. I've got a few more of these 1 and 2s on Ted Davies artistry right now. Book 3 is in the works right now. I don't know when we're going to be putting them out, and probably by Christmas, I hope. But I've got a few things that I'm waiting to work to complete on book 3. And then we're also talking right now as far as the limited production Archimedes figure that we're going to have unpainted or painted. We're talking to Damien about that, and we should have those up for I don't know when those are going to be, but they're going to be very, very limited production. And I'm stressing it that the book in general, because it's being developed, everything, all the artwork and everything else is going to be, I'm going to be mandating a few things on sale. Some of the original art. I know some of the cover art that I've got for these 2 books are going to be available. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about that in the future. Since it's developed, obviously the price points will be mirrored in that. So there'll be a little bit more of investment than a normal cover would be. And just so if anybody's interested, but always be promoting, right? That's what Brian says. But I'm doing it because I want you guys to look at it from a standpoint of, once this really takes off, you've got a piece of the beginnings of it. And that's what I really want. I mean, these books, what's nice about these books is I have imperfections in them, and I kept them in there because once people find them, I always have them get a hold of me, and I always send them something, maybe a print or something like that. And it's good because it gets interactive for people. I wanted the imperfections to still be in there because I think it's important that you guys, once I do the trade, those imperfections won't be in there anymore. But the collectors, the ones that really helped me out, get the ball rolling and get the sales up, and like John Cashman selling them in his store, huge success for me online and everything else. In fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Craig Hall bought them through a comic book store, and it was John Cashman's. So, but in that, make sure that if you want a piece of art from the original book, I'll message, I'll handle it with messages back and forth. I'm not going to be putting anything online as far as pricing yet, because I consider it a private interaction with the purchaser, and I have set pricing on that. And if you guys want to purchase something of there, like the cover art or anything else, get a hold of me, message me, and then we will discuss pricing accordingly. Okay. Now, we talked about what's going to happen with the podcast, or with Ted Davies Artistry in general, with the broadcasts. TED Talks is still on. Truth Mongers is still on. Ted and Carl's Cigar Show is still on. Drinking with the Davies will still be on. But starting November 4th, we are going to have From the Trenches of Hollywood with co-host Craig Hall, the producer that's adapting the book for script now, for movie, Retrieve. And that's pretty much it. That was what I wanted to go over today. You guys are, you guys are it. I appreciate you guys being so, Morning Grandma. Well, I can't even get to that now. Where is that? I didn't even know you had it on there. How did you put that up there? Well, everybody knows that I'm very much oriented around everybody else's feelings, whether you don't have a drink when you're being entertained by us or whatever. My nickname, since it's already out, Josh, thank you very much, is Grandma Ted, for a lot of the viewers. And I wear it with a badge of honor because the people that gave it to me, I love dearly, and their family. And you know what? I could be called a hell of a lot worse, and I have been. So, but at least you guys know what's going on with California now and all the events that are happening with Ted Davies Artistry. I will keep you posted on all of it. And you guys are on this journey with me. Make no mistake. You guys, if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't have even happened. By the way, I got a new hat, and I got a really, really cool Laguna Beach sticker when I was out there. And in fact, why don't we talk about that a little bit? Question. Okay, hold on real quick. Where we go here? Where did that question go? Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. Question. How do you handle the stress on keeping everything together prior till today? I know that with NDAs, this is hard to express things in a proper way. It's actually pretty easy. In the respect, I had to kind of play it down a bit. I told my family, because they've been in my corner for a long time. The stress of it, it's not really stressful. It's relief in a lot of respects. I've got an obligation to make sure that we keep this under wraps because there's so many people involved. And that's why I asked to have something that had to be read online from the powers that be, because I don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes, and I don't want to screw up anything, because I know how hard Craig's worked on this. And, Craig and I have a relationship to where we're going to do this. It's who's going to come on board with us. And now how arrogant that sounds, but we have such a belief in this property that I know that it's going to be successful. It already is successful. Now we just have to put the pieces together. And, Craig's no slouch. Excuse me. Craig's no slouch. He's been in this business a long time, and he's respected by a lot of people. And I think there was even an Emmy nom in there somewhere over the course of his career. So he's not a flash in the pan here. I mean, he's legit. So having that type of respect for him and having that type of admiration and seeing his talent, seeing really what he knows, what he's doing, and taking this story. That's one thing too. You've got a product that it's kind of like a child, and you're dropping them off at daycare, and somebody's raising them. It's very much that type of relationship with Craig. And let me tell you, he took the story and it's brilliant. I mean, I haven't told you anything about the story, but let me tell you, it has taken the comic book and it has made it so much more entertaining, but in a live action format. You have to have, supporting characters. You get a lot of things that happen, even the way that the placement is, the placement of the movie itself, how it's done and what time frame it's done in. And it is such a far way. It taught me so much about my story that I wasn't even thinking about. That's what it's all about. Really looking at it from a standpoint of, wow. I mean, now he's got props on it too, because he's really brought it to the next level. And it's going to make, I think it's going to change not just our lives, but a lot of people's lives. It's going to entertain so many people. And the idea, the concept of it all is on a whole nother level now. It's what they call high concept production. And with that, you can imagine who might want to have a piece of that. So, and I'm really excited for that. I want to take as many people on the journey as we can. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this podcast starting November 5th. Because I think it's important for you guys to watch, be part of. I know that Craig's actually, the episodes are just entry, but he's got a plan of production. He also has I forget now how much it costs, but it's a pay-in to learn more about the product and everything else that he has that can get you to script. But that is not actually part of the podcast. That is just an add-on for the abilities and what he's done as far as his product of what he's produced to get people to script. But okay, so to recap, my book Retrieve is now in development for live action with live action movie with Filmpool Production Company located in Burbank, California. And we are still currently finishing up the adaptation for the script, with screenwriter and producer Craig Hall. We are over the moon about it. I'm thankful that you guys waited for me to announce it. Okay, now I can breathe a little bit now. And that's it. We're driving. We're driving on the road now. So, and hopefully you guys want to take a road trip with me too. We'll get there. We're going to do this journey together. You're going to learn a lot of different things. Like I said, the ups and the downs. You're going to have flies on the windshield every once in a while. But the biggest thing is that it's in motion, and we're there. We're getting there. So, okay, first off, we talked about subscriptions. If you guys would please subscribe to this channel, it would be so helpful for me. We're building a huge following that I really want to I really want to get the numbers up so that we can really knock this out of the park and show as many people as possible what can be done from comic books to script, or even from prose books to script, you name it, short stories to script, whatever. You as creators, it's going to help so many other people if you like and share this and subscribe to this channel. It would be so awesome. Thank you guys. Tomorrow night, 7:00, Truthmongers, Kirby Consciousness. Was Jack Kirby plugged into the source? Well, kind of like Tesla was. There's all this memory in the ether. There's all this ideas and inspiration. And I'm seeing a lot of the stuff, and I know Glenn does too, and I'm sure a lot of you have with Kirby's creations. Even the face on Mars. Man, he did that back in the 50s, right? Now it shows up on a Mars lander. I mean, come on. It's crazy. Check out what we're doing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I think you guys will like it. And Season finale. We are doing the Mission Impossible watch on TED Talks Timepieces. And then we're going to say la vie to TED Talks Timepieces on Thursday for at least a while, because we got a lot going on now, and we have I've got a lot of demands on my time right now, as you can understand. So, okay, I think that's it. But I do want to talk to you guys about a couple things. We're just gonna go through a couple. I'm gonna go through some pictures that I took while we're out there. I'm gonna kind of bore you. My dad used to do these slideshows when I was a kid. You guys don't mind, do you? Who cares? So I wanted to do a little bit of Dragnet. You guys know that that building, I'm sure. Warner Brothers. We were there. That was pretty exciting. That was pretty neat. Of course, I posted a couple of these on Facebook, but they're just a couple shots. That was a breathtaking day. That was in Laguna Beach, and what a fantastic 2 days there. Beautiful part of the country. Absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite spots. It's right off of Catalina Island, and it is gorgeous. And that's what makes it gorgeous too. Christine, she is. It was just such a great day, and yeah, I wore my hat on the beach. We were doing some filming there, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But, it makes it all worthwhile to have the friendship that I have with her, and the belief system that she has in me. I wish that on everybody, that you've got a partner that can, make you feel like you've accomplished something even when you haven't. Yeah, some of the surface. I mean, this is all Laguna Beach. It's a little hazy. It was an interesting way to see the ocean. We're fortunate where we live. Whoops, that was a double shot. Sorry. We're fortunate where we live with the lake. So I took a lot back from where we live, and what we really enjoy. We loved it here. Don't get me wrong, but boy, I love it here on the lake. I really do. There's differences between salt water and fresh water. And, yeah, I love California. Don't get me wrong. And props to Craig and for putting us, just for doing everything that he and his gracious wife Carrie, they were just phenomenal hosts. But the experience of it all, the food, the meetings, the talks, the planning of what we're going to be doing, that's the full experience. That's California. And you know what? It's not meant for everybody. And I think that California it can be a double-edged sword, like anywhere else in the world. You've got all the beauty, but you got the earthquakes, So keep in mind that it was awesome. And there are a lot of dreams coming true right now. And I was going to name this episode California Dreaming, but I thought maybe it was too tacky. But I'm tacky, so I don't know. You guys, it's been so awesome to have an hour. I know I've been talking for an hour, and I know I probably missed a lot of things, but there's so much here, and I'm so excited about the whole thing. Yeah, and you guys can tell I'm not mixing words here. I'm excited, and I know that I'm trying to still trying to digest it all. And if I'm not available for some things because I'm in meetings and that, you understand why. But there's no real other words to say about it. But thank you guys for being so supportive. Thank you for following us on this journey. Thank you for subscribing and believing in it. Thank you for buying my products. Thank you for making me making me worthy of this. And I appreciate you guys so much. I can't say it enough. One of the people that I do appreciate greatly is having Indiegogo campaign that's going to be launching soon, as you guys know. And I am going to find it here. Listen to this.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line. See? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136, I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Glenn. I can't say enough about him. He's fantastic. He's a great publisher, great writer, fantastic artist. You guys check out what he's doing with Hatch too. He does such an amazing work, mixing the inks and drawing and painting. I mean, fantastic. I mean, I'm telling you, he's an absolute. He's astonishing. He really is. When it all boils down to it, and he got to meet Jack. I couldn't think of a better way to do a Truth Mongers than the man that met Jack Kirby, to really know the nuances and the talent that this man had, and the human being that he was, being in his own home, shooting home movies with him. Okay, so let's recap, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so Retrieve is now in the development stages for live action. So these books are limited. I have a few of them. I think I want to say, I know I've got a large order from a few different comic book stores now. I've got to get them out. I've got a few left. I don't know how many, but I will put them aside once you guys purchase them through PayPal. Everything's set up at the website, teddaviesartistry.com. Check out everything we're doing there, as well as I do have to order some more prints. There's a few things that are going to be there, plus the original art is going to be for sale from the book. Which is unbadged. It is actually just the original art, and that's obviously limited to 20 pages. The covers are accordingly are going to be more money because of the development stage now towards the option. So, thank you guys. You know, what can I say? You guys make Ted Davies Artistry what it is, and I appreciate you greatly. And if there's any questions, any comments, anything that I missed, thank you all. Michaela, thank you for stopping in. You guys check out Michaela Jade, because in the mornings, I'm awake, but she is up and she is recording in the morning. And that is a hard thing to do. That's a really hard thing to do. I usually don't post any of my stuff for YouTube until 1 o'clock normally, Eastern Standard. Michaela's doing it first thing in the morning. Check out what she does, because it will motivate you to get your butt out of bed. And some of us do need that on occasion. So on a cloudy, rainy day like today on the lake. Also, everybody else that's on this channel, they all have fantastic shows. Skunk Rocker, check out everything he's doing. Glenn, it goes without saying, Glenn's on my show. Ace Bonnie, hello. And good day, everyone. Donna, Carl, I can't say enough about you guys. You know, Josh Sneed, Josh is a good friend of mine that just told everybody my code name. So we'll let that go. Chad's good seeing you, man. Lisa, always great seeing you. I hope you're doing well, dear. Have a great day. Jody McPhee, fantastic. I'm just going through that. It's kind of like the credits at the end of the show on a movie. But Brian Rodman, the Rodman, I can't say enough about it. Brian is a staple creator in this house. Let me tell you, he's fantastic. And Paul from Pop Culture Avenger, nothing but much respect for you, man. You know that. And you guys are always welcome on Ted Davies Artistry. Okay, I think that's it. So let's end with the intro, and I will talk to you guys soon. We will see you tomorrow night on Truth Mongers at 7 p.m. Check out everything that we're doing on teddaviesartistry.com and Ted Davies Artistry YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you soon.